Hey guys, it's Liam Caddison here, and this is the reaction video to Charmed, episode 8, or season 8. Yeah, you can find the link, of course, as always, in the description below, as well as the comments pinned. So yeah, go check out my reaction to this episode. New character introduced, of course. So yeah, will be very, very interesting to see your thoughts about this episode, about my reaction maybe in general, as well as the fact that available on Patreon tomorrow as of recording. It's March 14th. 2025, but tomorrow I will be posting my final 2 episodes ever of Charmed, the full reaction. So if you guys want to check out that very, very amazing double parter to cap things off for Charmed, you can do, but as well as the full reaction to this episode as well is going to be available, of course. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, link to the YouTube version of this episode, description, comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Take good care of yourselves. And until then, toodles! So yeah, like I said, okay episode. And as I said, I feel like I can imagine that the process in this episode was to kind of showcase. I know it might have been a bit of a touchy subject, and a subject that might have garnered the idea of it being a bit overdone maybe, but hi. There is this whole idea of the message being distributed about there needing to be a bit of a balance. It's not really great if one is going to be heavily prioritized in terms of empowerment, I guess, at the expense of the other. In terms of, well, there was the eradication of men being brought up, so yeah. But I feel like with this episode, it's trying to showcase that, well, you're not supposed to, like, I guess over the course of the episode, you kind of get the idea that it's trying to showcase, well, obviously you're not really trying to, you're not meant to agree with the comments made against the males, etc. You're supposed to kind of digest the idea that in this episode that the message is trying to translate, that balance is good for all parties, really. So, and of course with women, it is really, really sad, like in 2024 or 2025 when this is up on YouTube, that there is still a lot, like you see on social media, there are still going to be a lot of comments rife in terms of women being oppressed and all of that, and are going to be just insulted across the interwebs. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it is really, really good to see all in terms of a balance and all of that. It's something you want to see, and this is what this episode's trying to, I guess, translate really in terms of, it's good to see that, and meant to see the point of view of the constant male bashing, etc. Because obviously, with Billy and the belt and how that was affecting her, and how that was, I guess, amplifying any kind of anti male comments and all of that, you're seeing how it's becoming a detriment to her. And I feel like there is a bit of a metaphor there in a sense, in regards to, because you saw when she returned to that classroom and she really had a go at that professor. Excuse me. You saw how there was a fight that escalated, and of course that really emulated from the belt. But I think it goes to show how metaphorical it is about how, it is detrimental if there is going to be this empowerment, and it comes at the expense of constant, it comes at the expense of constant insults, bashing against males, etc. So, yeah, there needs to be this balance in the universe, and yeah, so which is why the whole yin yang thing at the beginning was I guess pretty nifty, really, because of course he was trying to showcase that balance. He was trying to cater he was trying to, you know, showcase feminism, etc., and you know, trying to advocate this balance between men and women. So yeah, but yeah, I feel like that is my takeaway of the episode. Although, of course, the dialogue was a bit I just love the fact that you know, the demon was like, "Uh-oh," and then she got blown up. For some reason, I just got Willem Dafoe vibes when, although I think that was handled with a bit more finesse. I don't know why, but I mean, I just felt like the dialogue was a bit iffy throughout this episode. So yeah, but yeah, but like I said, it was okay stuff. So yeah, I felt like they could have had a bit more of a what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? I think nuance is, I guess, the word in terms of handling the whole story with Billy. But it was really you know, great to see her being tackled by something that is taking a hold on her, because, you know, as a charmed one, you're gonna have something take a hold on you. So yeah, and that it did. So but yeah, it was, like I said, I did not really agree with the costume. I just felt it, I don't know, it just didn't look great in terms of translation and all of that. I guess I get where they were coming from, especially with the whole Wonder Woman comparisons, especially when they mentioned about where the belt derived from, and of course furthering that, and how they went, I think it was to an island. They basically manifested Themyscira, obviously, with Wonder Woman, and that. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, there was a little bit of a reminder of that episode where they were all superheroes, basically. So, although I feel like I liked that episode a bit better than this one, and the costumes weren't as bad. So, yeah, but yeah, it was very interesting stuff to see. So, yeah, but I just felt so bad for Leo, like with the door. I was kind of hoping that would be a bit of a constant gag throughout this episode, just to see his patience just wear thin, and just like, you know what, I'm done with this handyman shit. I'm retired. After 8 seasons, I mean, I know, it's not been 8 seasons, but you get the idea. Final season, I'm just done with the handyman shit. This was my opportunity as well, being fully human, and yeah. But yeah, it was very interesting stuff. I would have, like, I found it very interesting, that little vault that Murphy assigned, well, originally Piper and Phoebe, like, and where the belt, I guess, derived from. You know, that's a concept that does scream intrigue, which I'm sure we'll get a bit more of if Murphy keeps asking for the assistance of the charmed ones. But yeah, I don't know, there's something that does scream intrigue there. So, and at first I thought, okay, are Phoebe and Piper going to be locked in this thing, etc., sorting out these files? There could be all kinds of shenanigans like the belt that could come about in this episode, especially since they were given strict instructions in terms of handling shit with care. So, yeah, but yeah, it was very interesting stuff to go. Like I said, okay, for the most part, and yeah, I could definitely see the message being there in regards to what they were trying to do. I just felt like they could have handled things a little bit better, but I think in the end, obviously, there is going to be that main takeaway of balance, and, you know, with female empowerment, it's all solid, it's all great. But you've also got to make sure that you've also got to balance it out in terms of, well, you don't want to be constantly attacking guys, left, right, and center to the point of extinction, I guess, because that was the whole plan. So yeah, but it was really, really okay stuff. So we had that whole situation with Paige. I guess that really fits into the whole balance thing. It was something that I just I guess in Henry's last scene in this episode, it was something that I was like, you know what, this kind of works. I mean, they are both. I mean, I did feel so bad for the guy, Speed, in terms of 20 books says yeah. And then he's just caught up in this whole situation because he didn't want to go through with it. I thought he was going to go through with it, but under coercion, but he really tried to bolt for it. He really tried to speed away. I said I'd stop. I'm not going to, apparently. No. It was, like I said, there was a bit of a balance there in terms of both of them trying to handle the whole Speed situation, especially, I mean, with Paige, there's a bit of a push forward in terms of the charge, isn't there, in terms of future White Lighter shtick, so, yeah, whereas, there is something dodgy that Henry is seeing, and, he's given him chances time and time again, and he's just at the limit. So, but I definitely do think there is a bit of a chemistry there between Henry and Paige, and yeah, there does seem to be a bit of a flare going on between them two. So, yeah, that's something that will definitely. I don't think we've seen the last of Henry. Definitely not. So, and if he's a one-off character, well, that is a huge shame, but. I hope they do something with Paige's story, to be fair, in terms of romance, because of course you've got Leo and Pipe. That's not going to change. What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. Anyways, yeah, obviously Leo and Pipe. That's not going to change. Even if they are going to be bickering, that's the one thing that as well bugged me a little bit, was the bit of bickering, because we had the therapy, well, the couples counselling thing that we had in the last episode, where they had a little bit of a walk in each other's shoes moment. So yeah, and Phoebe, that is a bit, yeah, because of course that's been a bit iffy for me as well in terms of her intentions and whatnot, and obviously I guess it's a bit too soon from Dex, so yeah. But I feel like we haven't really had too much. I mean, of course, you just got to think back to last season. So in terms of, well, she had a bit of a thing there, really. So yeah, but I feel like closing out the season, now is the perfect time to develop something, I guess, especially for Paige. And yeah, I mean, it will be very interesting to see if he does return again, but yeah, if Henry does return again, should I say, but yeah. Yeah, some interesting stuff with this episode that went down. Like I said, okay episode, but it's something that I can definitely see what they were trying to do. I don't know if it was. I wouldn't, go as far to say, oh yeah, you know what, I'm totally on board with it. I feel like things could have been handled a little bit better, like script wise. But I could see what they were doing with this episode. In my POV. That is, so yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.